Welcome to Secrets of the Mystics. I am Maria, and in today's video I will explain to you about inner alchemy. If you haven't watched my previous video, I would recommend you to go back and watch it in order to understand better this video. So, as I explained to you, we have the divine masculine expanded by awakened the divine feminine force within themselves. And we have the divine feminine expanded as well by having awakened the divine masculine force within themselves. Twin flames. A twin flame couple. The divine masculine. I'm talking here about the source self, the soul, the consciousness, the being, the existence, and source self. So it's you, your source self, and your twin flames source self. So when the divine masculine and the divine feminine, when they awaken the force within themselves, the divine masculine awakens the divine feminine force, and the divine feminine force awakens the divine masculine force within themselves. They have to find within themselves the balance, the harmony. So they need to do inner alchemy. Both the divine masculine needs to do inner alchemy and the divine feminine needs to do inner alchemy. So as we are here incarnated, by the way, currently that I am recording this video, every single incarnated soul being on earth, their source self have already awakened the divine force that they needed to awaken within themselves. So the divine masculine, if a soul is divine masculine, they have already awakened the divine feminine force, and if a soul is divine feminine, incarnated, I say here incarnated on earth, and has the divine feminine has awakened the divine masculine force within themselves already. At this time that I'm recording this video, there is no a single being, a single soul incarnated here on earth at this time who hasn't awakened the force they needed. So we are at the phase of inner alchemy. Many have done inner alchemy, and many need to do inner alchemy, and there are many levels and steps. So let's say about the divine masculine, for example, and you know the same is for the divine feminine. The divine masculine has awakened the divine feminine force within themselves, and they need to do the inner alchemy to merge their divine masculine, who they truly are, with the extra, the divine feminine force that they awakened within themselves and they expanded. So for this process, we need, how to say this, the divine masculine here, let's say in this example it's a male, whatever, it could be a female, as I told you. The divine masculine here, it's now, currently, here on earth. The divine masculine has also lower selves in lower dimensions, selves, and higher selves. And outside of matrix is the source self. So, what does the Divine Masculine need to do? They need to find balance and to be in harmony, both forces within themselves, Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. And they have also to do the inner alchemy and merge with the lower and their higher selves. The lower and the higher selves are previous, past selves, and not future. And you need to do the inner alchemy in your now. So, when it comes to the lower selves, in both cases, you need inner work and self-awareness. When it comes to the lower selves, you need to integrate part by part. So, let's say this is a part, a lower self, lower self, lower self. For example, lower self, depending on which vibration you currently vibrate. This part comes up to you. You need to integrate it with inner work. This part comes, etc., etc. And you need to integrate. So let's say this part has unresolved anger issues. So your lower self in the past had unresolved anger issues and had to resolve them in order to climb and bring you to this now. So if you, for example, this is an example. I'm talking here with examples to explain as best again, as I can. So, if you judge, for example, others who cannot control their anger, and you resent them, you avoid them, you do not like them because they have unresolved anger and they cannot control their anger, this doesn't mean that they are right, but judging them leads you to your now self not accepting to integrate this part of yours who in the past had unresolved anger issues. So you reject your own energy. So you need to do the inner work needed and accept every aspect of yourself, every part, every energy, your energy, and integrate it. Do the inner work needed, release the blockages that need to be released, make the understandings, and once you release, you replace the blockages, the negative programming with your understandings. And this is how you integrate your lower selves with yourself now. After this, depending on what your soul chooses, you might integrate this part and then to integrate a higher self part. Depending on what your soul chooses. After this, you have to integrate your higher selves. So you are here in the now and you start climbing. As you climb, you find a part of yours, your higher self, that you need to integrate, but your higher self is your past self that you need to integrate. Your past self, higher self, had more knowledge in some things, but some other things no, because in your soul's journey you continue to evolve, to learn, to grow. So your past self, your higher self, didn't know things that you know now. And didn't have the unlocks. You have them now, after you got through your cycles. So once you have to integrate to do the inner alchemy with a part of yours, a higher self of yours, you will need still to do the work. Things will come to you to decode, to understand better, new life lessons, new understandings. And once this process is successfully completed and you have integrated yourself, you have done the inner alchemy, after this process, your twin flame must do the same. I do not say that your twin flame is the divine feminine. It's for this example, your twin flame for you viewer might be the divine masculine and you might be the divine feminine. Okay, so your twin flame needs to do the same, needs to do inner alchemy. And once you and your twin flame, let's say it's a female to this example, okay. Okay, I'm not the best in drawing. So your twin flame must do the same. And when the time is right, you and your twin flame, you meet. Some might have already met their twin flame before successfully completing by themselves the inner alchemy within themselves. So you might meet, or you might are already with your twin flame together. And you have to do, how to say it, twin flame alchemy. The most accurate is twin flame merging. To do the merging, the divine union with your twin flame. So as you found the balance and integrated your masculine and feminine forces and your previous selves, your lower and higher selves, the same, your energies with your twin flames energies will unite and merge properly. And then both of you expand.